Audio Jungle.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DK Bones here with some Marvel news, fantastic news, Fantastic Four news. I don't know if how fantastic the news is. Um, First, we're going to go into this one article talking about Marvel skipping fantastic on Comic Con, and I don't know if it's because of um, what they had that came out this past year, or they're focusing putting everything that came out this past year. Captain America, uh, Thunderbolts, the New Avengers, and Fantastic Four. Not only that, the Spider-Man cartoon that came out in January, Daredevil, um, the Iron Heart show, which I'm going to call it the Iron Fart show because it's going to be a fart in the wind to everybody. Nobody even knows that comic, but anyways, this article talks about them skipping Comic Con. I don't know if it has something to do with Fantastic Four. We get into that about it might be a flop because they're doing all these major reshoots, and then you got all the rumors about um, Invisible Woman being the lead, the female surfer that everybody found out last year that put a damper on everything, and then from Pedro Pascal and all his crazy stuff he's doing. Uh, Even Johnny Storm talking about it's not the original Johnny Storm that is a womanizer and all this other things. You can just add stuff on and on and on for this movie, and it's not helping. And I don't know why these actors and actresses continue to sabotage not only these movies, but it seems like their careers because it seems like especially him, he has a lot of good things going for him, and he just self sabotages things. It just seems like it. Um, I think he's a decent actor, but his his off the screen antics eventually is going to humble. Anyway, let's get an article. This is by Matt McGlone. Have Kevin Feige and Marvel already given up on Fantastic Four first steps? It's learned that for the first time in years, Kevin Feige is skipping out on this summer's San Diego Comic Con, which happens to correlate with the Fantastic Four First Steps gets released that weekend on July 25th. So something else that reminded me, somebody said on one of the streams, is DC skipped out on Comic Con for 2 years when they were going through all that mess with them. So I don't know if they're trying to get their house in order with Marvel, and they're like, you know what, we can't even put anything out. And also, they pushed all their stuff back. So what can they really say at Comic Con if I don't have any answers for people? So, and then they're filming Doomsday as we speak, I guess. But yeah, Comic Con runs from July 24th, 20 to the 27th in San Diego, and that movie comes out the 25th. I don't know if they're going to try to do an early release with it or not, but it's not a. They only have 2 months, 2 months to fix that movie. But anyways, Marvel had huge 2024 Comic Con, uh, and yeah, that was the big reveal last year. They did it big with announcing that he was going to be Doctor Doom, and they were announcing all this stuff, Marvel, for the next couple of years, and then now they're pushing it. They're either canceling stuff or pushing it back. Yeah, it's a Marvel show in a big way. Robert Downey Jr. returned to the MCU as Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday. Feige brought all the Doom bots out. Yeah, we all remember that. And then they had Deadpool and Wolverine, which came out last year, and they did that up. Um, but yeah, they're going to read further into the article about this. The biggest thing for me, um, the test screenings for Fantastic Four. And the other article, you can read the rest of this article as you want. But test screenings aside, Fantastic Four opens Friday on San Diego Comic-Con. This year, Marvel will break this tradition not to have its infamous sense-shattering Saturday event evening all age panel. And I think it has a lot to do with this movie and a lot to do with the other movies that came out this past year. Anyways, let's go into this other article, which I really wanted to touch base on. Fantastic Four ending leak confirmed, and it's even worse. So they did test screenings for this, and a lot of people were like, it was all right. And now a lot of people were like, oh, this is awesome. You get an update that Fantastic Four ending rumors, where a second source confirms more of the same. Things are a lot worse than thought. And this comes from Doom Cop. Credit YouTuber Doom Cop, who is right again. YouTuber also now claims Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny had its ending change, which confirmed by director James McColl. The second source happens to be YouTuber Grace Randolph, which I don't know. She is, I don't know, to me, she's not a reliable source. But anyway, who happens to land on the opposite side of the spectrum than a lot of us. So she also says it's true. You can bank on it. So I don't know what made her flip, but I don't trust everything she says. Test screening reportedly bombed, forcing Marvel to reshoot Fantastic Four ending. Doomscott previously said that the following test screenings, Marvel decided to hold emerging reshoots to change the ending. And that's not a good sign, especially with this movie coming out so soon. You got to do all these major reshoots. Like slight reshoots, taking stuff in and out of a movie is common, but to do major reshoots to try to fix the movie at this time is not good, because they tried the same thing with Snow White. They changed the same thing with Captain America, and it didn't bode well for those movies. This syncs up with Grace Randolph said in a recent video posted after Doomscott's first video. She said recent test screenings saw fans vocal after it ended. Randolph said the fans didn't boo. They basically did, as Randolph said, they were shouting mid. Like it was, it's not all, as Randolph said, Marvel executives were present who noticed the fan reaction. Well, THR just confirmed Feige was present at the secret screening of Fantastic Four First Steps at the regional Long Beach, along with Matt Shackman, who I think he's a director, but I don't know. This is not good for Marvel. And this is another big problem. Female characters were probably saved the day, and Fantastic Four ending, leaving fans frustrated. It's nothing against females, but males and females alike are tired of seeing males acting like little damsels in distress. That's not what people see. How people see things. We don't. A woman wants to have a man take care of her, not the other way around. And they got to get this crap out of their head. So Doomcock said the end of Fantastic Four involves Sue Storm and the female Silver Surfer. Apparently, they are either battling or having a discussion, which causes the female Silver Surfer to turn on Galactus. What happened to the rest of the guys? Are they weak? This is crazy, man. This is just insane. And everybody knows Mr. Fantastic is in charge. He's the head of Fantastic Four. This is ridiculous. I mean, the more and more I read and hear about this movie, I don't want to see it. Carol confirms this. She said, even though it's a team of one woman and three guys, I think you're going to have a situation at the end of the movie where it's a woman who saved the day, and you're like, why? Why can't we at least be involved? You're like, come on, man. Come on. Let's see what they decide to do. This is stupid. Nobody wants to see that. Article goes on to say, leak ending female Silver Surfer destroys Galactus in the universe. And I can go on and on. But this is crap upon crap and crap. They said they also changed Galactus Showdown to spotlight female characters over men. In the comics, the real Silver Surfer Norrin Rad turns on Galactus when Alicia Masters appeals to his humanity. His capacity leads him to defy Galactus to protect Earth. It's about the Rise of Silver Surfer movie. Did something similar using Sue instead of Alicia, where Sue reminds him of his beloved Shalabah. She doesn't appear until 2 years later in the comics. However, in the comics, Richard Reed stops Glass by threatening him with the ultimate nullifier, a device capable of erasing an entire universe. Galactus punished the Silver Surfer by trapping him on it. Yeah, I mean, they can't get out of their own way by putting their own crap into this. If they have like a gold mine, and then let alone they're already up against challenges where Fantastic Four has not done well in movie theaters. So why would you go against the grain and not follow the comics at all? You have it written for you, and then this looks like garbage. The more and more I see this, it's frustrating. It talks about the baby and its powers. Speaking with Empire Magazine, Vanessa Kirby, who plays Sue Storm, confirms this as she told Outlet it's not just adults that have superpowers. Back to Franklin, action figures gives us the first look where he's a baby, so apparently the baby Franklin Richards has superpowers. Yeah, that's in the comics, but why are they doing it so early? I mean, they might have a reason behind it. But yeah, the more this is frustrating. Anyways, Marvel's not doing Comic-Con this year. They're still reshooting this crap. They're filming Doomsday, which is pushed back, which I think is going to get pushed back even more. It's just ridiculous. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll hit you guys up with the next one.